Back again with another Route 1 tutorial. This is Nick Marsden, also known as Melatron and St. Cole. Please hit the subscribe button and the bell for more tutorials in the future. I'm going to try to do like 1 or 2 a week. Today we're working on a track that I'm doing with Analogue from Macedonia for my label, Supercomputer AV. But today I thought I'd show you something a little bit different, how I work with hardware and record it into Ableton. Today we're going to be recording a kick drum from the Volca Kick. And we're going to be running it through the Electro Harmonics platform pedal. It's a compression and overdrive pedal. It's pretty good. We're going to be using them two in conjunction with each other to get a bit more out of the Volca Kick. We'll just start with a basic loop that I've just made on the Volca Kick. As you can hear, the Volca Kick has got a bit of self noise going on, and it'll be more prominent once I turn the distortion and the compressor on. But we'll try work with it in the track. It might add something. But if anyone knows how to cure this, please comment below. Help a man out. Today we're working on Techno again, so it's not going to really matter. I like a nice raw sound. Not everything has to be perfect, but we can overdrive it and make it like suck so it sounds like machine sound. So let's just start with adding a bit of compression. As you can hear, it's going to turn the kick drum up, so don't be fooled by that, but we've got a lot more body in the kick drum now. But a common mistake that I usually see with other producers is they use a lot of attack on the kick drums. You don't want that. What you really want to do is add a slow attack from like 30, 40, 50 milliseconds. And that'll allow the weight of the kick drum to come through the compressor. Right now the compressor's hitting at about -3 dB. Let's turn the overdrive on and see what that sounds like. Let's turn the overdrive down a little, see what that sounds like. And let's try the extreme. But can you hear that sort of machine-like sound after the kick drum? I kind of like it, you might not. But you can hear from the kick drum there's some clips going on. Maybe I'll better post edit them out. And plus, I found the pulse section of the Volca Kick. I found that unusable. Those that own the Volca Kick may know what I'm talking about. But the self noise in this kind of track, what we're making today, is not going to be a problem. Once everything's mixed and everything's going on together, it's going to be discarded by the rest of the distortion, what's going on. But overall, it might add something cool. But next, we need to start shaping this kick drum. So usually we'd use attack, decay on the envelope, and then to shape the kick drum, tuning wise, and to make it sort of hit right, we want to be using the bend and the timing on the Volca Kick. It's the bend that'll make it snap. Now we'll change the timing at the end of the kick tune up. But for this track we'll just keep it pretty deep and snappy. If the self noise is a problem for you, what I would do then is I'd probably go into a post-production stage and use a filter or something. But on this pedal it's the tone knob. But let's bring it back up. Sorry, that was a swell. We can't really use that with kick drums, so let's leave that off. Let's go to the Volca Kick and turn the attack right down so it's more. We get the start of the kick drum. So there you go. That's the Volca Kick generator by Korg. We used that going through the Electro Harmonics platform. I wanted to show you what I was doing today because it's a little bit more fun. It's working outside the box, outside the laptops, no VSTs. We're working with hardware and effects pedals. Working outside the box is always going to be a little bit more fun and interactive, but I like to mix it up a little bit and use the best of both worlds. So now we've got the kick drum sounding something like. I want to be pulling it into the track, getting decent levels and making sure it's sitting right in the groove. As you can see, I've got 4 kick drums that I've taken from the recording we just did, and I'll just play them on their own. What I've done is I've consolidated them already, but before consolidating them, I did the fades on both ends of the kick, making sure I don't take any of the transients off. Just take that back. Let's just have a listen. Got one with more distortion, one with the tone down, and one really opened up. And what I've done is I've consolidated them and pulled them into an impulse drum machine, so I can have like different sort of hits all in one loop, kick drum loop, so it sounds a bit more live. Let's just have a listen to that now. I've added a few effects and everything, so stretch off there. So this is the impulse. I've dragged 1, 2, 3, 4 into there, and then gone into the piano roll and edited them. And then on that channel now I've got I'm monoing it to, well, summing it to mono because it's a kick drum. We want that in the center of the mix. Then after that we've got a little bit more distortion, only 4%, but I like the filter on the audio damage, so I like to filter that up into drops and stuff. So I'm just trying stuff out and seeing how the kick drum sounds while I'm filtering it up. Then a little bit of compression. Let's take a little bit off that. There we go. Something I've noticed is when you have it on this view here, on the compressor, it helps a lot. Because you can see where your threshold is, and you can see where it's sort of pumping. I'm only wanting to shave a little bit off the top. Dynamic from what I've just created here. I want that dynamic now. Let's go back to there. Another little trick, when everything's playing in the track, let's just play it. When everything's playing in the track, here's a tonal balance. Sometimes on a bass heavy setting, or sometimes more bass. You need that for techno. So if my kick drum is way too loud now, it's gonna go. Yeah, let's take this to a 5-second. There's gonna be some EQing needed in this section to bring it down. You can use like some of your favourite tracks. So that's a perk track, that's where perks kick would usually hit. So if we just shaved a little bit off that, it'd obviously fit in with what Perk's doing in his tracks. You can do that with any of your favourite artists, just pull their track into there and use that as a basis to mix to. That's the overall mix, that's on the master by the way, but it's still an indicator of where my kick's at. So that's how to create an interesting kick drum loop from external hardware gear and a pedal, and then bringing it into Ableton, splitting it up, putting it into the impulse. There you go. I'm not sure if that's going to be the actual loop I use for this track. I just wanted to show you as an example today. I might make the actual placements of the drums, the kick drum, a little bit better, a bit more flowing, but just for now, it's just to show you what I'd usually do in a track. Also depends on what Alavux says then when I send him his file, if he likes a kick drum or not, if we want to collaborate on making something a little bit better for the track. That's what we're going to do. But yeah, I've been Nick Marsden. Hope you've enjoyed the tutorial. Hope you've learnt something as usual. And remember, subscribe, hit the bell button, go like all the socials, and thanks for supporting us. Tune into the next video.